My husband told another woman that he loved her. I saw the text on his phone while he was in the shower last Tuesday. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. My stomach dropped. We'd been married 8 years, 2 kids, a mortgage. Never in a million years thought he'd be the type. I didn't confront him. I just sat there on our bed, staring at that message until the screen went dark. The next morning, he kissed me goodbye like nothing was wrong, said he had to work late, would grab dinner on the way home. I called in sick to work, something I never do. My boss didn't even question it because I sounded that wrecked. At 6 p.m., I followed him, stayed 3 cars back the whole time, hands gripping the steering wheel so hard my knuckles went white. He didn't go to his office. He drove 45 minutes across town to a hospice center on Maple Street. I watched from the parking lot as he got out carrying a bouquet of white roses. Those were my favorite flowers. He brought me white roses on our first date. I sat in my car for 20 minutes crying, trying to decide what to do. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore. I walked into that hospice center with my heart pounding. The receptionist at the desk looked up and smiled. "Can I help you?" "I'm looking for my husband," I said. Tall guy, brown jacket, just came in with flowers. Her face lit up. "Oh, you must be Sandra. Room 214 down that hall." He's such a sweet man, visiting his sister every single day this week. Sister? My brain short-circuited. "I'm sorry, what?" "His sister," she repeated. "Miriam, room 214. I didn't have a sister-in-law. At least I didn't think I did. I walked down that hallway feeling like I was in a dream. Each step felt heavier than the last. The door to 214 was cracked open. I pushed it slowly and saw her, a woman, maybe 50, thin and frail in a hospital bed, tubes running from her arms, skin pale like paper, and my husband sitting beside her, holding her hand, tears streaming down his face. "I should have found you sooner," he whispered, voice breaking. "I'm so sorry it took me this long to say I love you. I wasted so much time." The woman turned her head and saw me standing in the doorway. Her eyes were the same shade of green as my husband's. "You must be Sandra," she said weakly, smiling. "He talks about you constantly, shows me pictures of the kids." "I'm Miriam." I just stood there, frozen. My husband looked up, saw me, and his face crumpled. "Sandra, I can explain. He didn't tell you about me, did he?" Miriam said gently. "That's my fault. I asked him not to. Didn't want to complicate things." That's when it all came out. My husband was adopted at 6 years old. His biological sister Miriam was 12 when they were separated by the system. Different foster homes. She aged out at 18 and spent years searching for him, but the records were sealed. He'd done one of those DNA ancestry tests 3 months ago, just for fun, to see where his family came from. Miriam had done the same test 2 years earlier, hoping to find family. They matched. She reached out immediately. They'd been talking for months, meeting up when he said he was working late. He wanted to tell me, but he was terrified. Didn't know how to explain that he had a sister he never knew existed. Then, 2 weeks ago, Miriam got the diagnosis. Stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Weeks, maybe days left. "I didn't want to burden you," he said, voice shaking. "You've been so stressed with your mom's health issues and the kids' school problems. I didn't know how to add this to your plate." I walked to the other side of Miriam's bed and sat down. "I'm Sandra," I said, taking her other hand, "and I'm so glad to finally meet you." Miriam smiled, tears in her eyes. "I've waited 38 years to have a family again." We visited her together every day after that. Brought the kids on the weekend. They called her Aunt Miriam. She told us stories about their childhood, showed us an old photo she'd kept for decades. 2 kids with matching green eyes sitting on a porch somewhere in Ohio. My husband framed that photo, keeps it on his desk. Miriam passed away 12 days after I walked into that room. At her funeral, my husband gave the eulogy, said finding her was the greatest gift of his life, even though he only got 3 months with her. I found a letter she'd written to me the day before she died. "Thank you for sharing him with me. Thank you for not being angry. Thank you for sitting with me and holding my hand. You gave me something I thought I'd lost forever, a family." I still cry when I read it.